Today I'm going to be breaking down this Lil Baby type beat I made. I'm going to be breaking down the loop that I made, and then also breaking down the drums. And before I start, I just want to give a big shout out to Mansion. He does all the awesome thumbnails for our channel, and he's helped out a lot. So it would mean a ton if you gave him a follow on Instagram. The @ should be on the screen right now, and he'll be in the description. Alright, let's get into it. Here's the loop. The first thing we have here is a pretty simple piano. To make this pattern was actually pretty simple. I put my scale in the background using the stamp tool, going to minor natural and then just putting it in. So I put in the root note and then made a simple triad by skipping every other note in the scale. Then I made it a 7th chord by putting the 7th there. If you look in the original pattern, you can see that I offset this F note by 1 step, so I'm going to do the same here. So far we just have this. By looking at the original pattern, you can see that I also put an E here, which makes this entire chord a 9th chord. However, I wanted sort of a triplet strum effect, so I went into my magnet and hit 1/3 step. And then just drew in this pattern right here, going down the scale. Next, I just copied this D note down a few octaves, so it sounded very full. To add some more rhythm, I just put in this A note right there. From there, finishing the pattern was very easy. I just hit Control B to copy the pattern over, and then Control down arrow to shift it down 1 octave. Then I deleted the note that was all the way at the bottom. I did this exact process one more time, and then removed these 2 notes right there, to end up with our finished piano pattern. The preset is the soft grand piano in Expand. I also used Alt-S to strum the chords. I turned up the strength a little bit, and that made it sound more realistic, along with Alt-R to randomize the velocities, which also makes it sound more realistic. In terms of effects, I have a fruity reverb that I just nudged the wet up a little bit, and then a EQ taking out some of the lows. Without effects, with effects. I also added this really short piano melody just to give it some more rhythm. To make this pattern, all I did was go from the 7th of the root note. That was music theory crap. Okay, so if I were to make a minor triad, I started on this note and then just went down the scale from here to there. That's it. This is the harp piano in Expand. And all I have on here is a little bit of reverb and some pancake for movement. Without effects, with effects. I added this string texture. This is the string swell preset in Expand. For effects on this, I have just a tiny bit of magic switch. This is a free plugin, by the way, it's really good. A lot of reverb, and an EQ cutting out unnecessary frequencies. I also put it slightly into mono. Without effects, with effects. I wanted some sort of triplet melody, so I added this simple piano. And that just repeats over. All I did to make this melody was copy some simple triad chords over 3 times, and then shifted this last F note down 1 to create some more tension. For even more tension, I also used tension notes as the last notes ending out the bar. I did this here and here as well. Quickly, if you didn't know, tension notes are these 2 notes next to each other in the scales. Utilizing these 2 notes in melodies will make them a lot more dramatic. This is the ambient piano in Expand. I added a pancake and put the beat to half and put the mix to 25%, and then cut out the lows. Without effects, with effects. Not much of a change. For some reason that triplet melody didn't really work with the original piano, so I added this piano that was just chords. I added this simple bass. This is the same bass I've used in previous videos. It is the big legato pad in X-Pan. And all I did to it was boost the lows and cut out unnecessary frequencies. Very lastly, I needed some sort of more prominent melody, so I added this. Basically just going up and down the scale, nothing too special. This is the bright legato pad. I have an EQ cutting out the lows, some reverb, and a fruity fast distort where I put the mix all the way down and turn down the post gain a little bit. Without effects. With effects. Not much of a difference there. And that is the entire loop. If you want this loop for free, just DM me on Instagram or Discord. My information should be on the screen. And while you're at that, you should subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Okay, onto the drums. Before I started with the drums, I stereoized the melody a little bit and took out the lows. I added this clap. It's a pretty standard clap, but I just pitched it down to semitones. To increase the bounce, I added this extremely simple rim. I did want to make the bounce a little bit more interesting than just that though, so I added this other rim. I added this lower sound, and added this snare. I added this crash. The way I was able to make it pan was by using slide notes. Doing this is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is take a normal note, copy it over, double click it, hit slide and accept, and then take this note's velocity all the way down. Next, go into control and hit note pan and change one of the note's pans all the way to one side and the other note all the way to the other. Then just slide it on top and it should work. Using this trick has helped me a lot. Slide notes don't just slide the note's pitch, it also can slide velocity and pan and all that kind of stuff. To finish off the percussion, I just added this snare roll. I added 3 quick open hats, one here, a reverse one right here, and one keeping the rhythm of it coming every 4th step. Next, I added these hi-hats. Then, everyone's favorite part, I added the 808. Just a simple, bouncy 808 pattern.
Producers,
boost your 808s. And that's pretty much the whole beat. One other thing I did was I took all of the percussion and then consolidated it into its own track. and then fit it in using Fruity Balance. So at the drop it sounds like this. And that's about all there is to this beat. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment video ideas. We only have like 6 videos and we're already running out. Leave a like, subscribe, and have a good day. See ya.